J-Lo is in a PR mess right now.
Yeah.
You agree with that, right?
Oh, I don't need to agree. These are just facts. Yes.
The facts state that Jill and Ben Affleck are divorcing, and we have the evidence to support it. You agree that she's now in a beard mess. Well then, the die is cast. Things aren't looking good for Ben and Jill, as shocking details about their impending divorce are revealed. So loves. Jill and Ben Affleck's marriage is officially over, and rumors have it that Jill was to blame for a lot of the things that went wrong with their marriage. From accusations of being a bossy and controlling mean girl to rumors of being too clingy and basically a love addict. Come along with me today as we explore how J-Lo's marriage got so ugly. Jennifer Lopez is the ultimate example. I need to know that karma is real because look at the year she's having. First, she's in a bunch of weird movies that obviously didn't do well. Then she announces a world tour, which you would think would be great. But at the same time, videos of her and Ben Affleck fighting in cars in public everywhere come out, and then she says the world tour is canceled because she wants to spend more time with her family. And now her and Ben Affleck are trying to sell their $60 million house they have together, which probably means they are getting a divorce. That definitely means they're getting a divorce. So on top of all that she had this year, she's also getting a divorce. Y'all, it is no secret that this hasn't been Jill's year. From her acting to her music, everything seems to be going downhill for her at the moment. And it's safe to say that her marriage can be added to the list because that's now over. To Jill and Ben have always had ups and downs in their relationship, but rumors of their divorce really became serious around February of this year, when people started noticing that the overly affectionate couple hadn't been seen together for over a month now. New details from sources close to Jill and Ben revealed that when the tension really began to build in their marriage, and this was only the beginning. At this point, I'm starting to feel bad for Jennifer Lopez, because she and Ben Affleck are officially divorcing. I mean, we all saw it coming. But now it's real loves in April. Jill reportedly moved to New York to concentrate on her Netflix film Atlas. After finishing the film, she stayed on to prepare for the Met Gala, which she famously attended alone. At the time, the story went that Ben couldn't make it because he was working on his upcoming film, The Accountant 2, but it's clear now that there was much more drama going on behind the scenes. The drama didn't end there. A source told People magazine that things between Jill and Ben were allegedly getting worse around May. The source claimed that Jill and Ben's diametrically opposed personalities were creating increasing strain in their relationship. In Jill's documentary, The Greatest Love Story Ever Told, Ben acknowledged that he had always wanted a private relationship, but that he was willing to compromise on some aspects of it being shared with the world, despite being on the show. JLA wanted to put their relationship out in the open for everyone to see, but Ben wanted a quiet and private marriage. This led to more friction in the couple's day-to-day life. According to the source, Ben was very uncomfortable about the whole situation, but he didn't want to stand in the way of JLo's artistic endeavors because he had always respected her dedication and passion and felt that being in the spotlight was just something he had to put up with for her. There is only so much compromising one can do for their loved one, and JLo's insistence on having a public relationship seems to bother Ben because at around the same time, another source came out to say that Ben feels uneasy and detests the attention he gets. Although he admires Jennifer's unique method, it doesn't make him happy and adds stress to his life. On the other hand, there is no denying their disparate approaches. They are very different from each other, and their constant conflict eventually leads to stress in their relationship. He is more reserved and contemplative, and she enjoys sharing her emotions with her followers and the public. Their day-to-day struggles have also contributed to their impending divorce. Oh my goodness, it's to the entire special about their great love. The entire record was about her great love. Why did that happen, and why are they divorcing? I don't know, Ben. Can't take her. I guess you should go back to that nice Garner girl, first girl. Yeah, she was very supportive when he was drinking. Yeah, she's a nice girl now. JLo's constant need to put their relationship in the media became so much more clearer during the Atlas movie premiere, which Ben decided not to attend now. Just 2 days later, JLA was in Mexico promoting Atlas, and things got so messy when a reporter asked her about her divorce with Ben and JLo. Didn't seem too thrilled by the question. Okay, we're not doing that. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. You know better than that. Come on. Don't come in here with that energy. Please, thank you so much. From this interaction, you could already tell that things were getting very intense. And ever since then, Jill has been trying extra hard to dodge any sort of questions about her marriage. And it seems like she sometimes would go out of her way to make everything seem okay. However, this didn't work. In fact, it only made things worse because other people who knew Jillo started coming out and calling her out because, as it turns out, JLA was faking and pretending that everything was lovely in her marriage when that was far from the truth. A former host from The View, Meghan McCain, even came out and exposed Jillo for being a mean girl and loosely hinted that that might be the reason that she and Ben are getting a divorce. According to Meghan, when she got the chance to interview Jillo back in 2019, it turned out to be one of the worst experiences of her life. Please, I think that she needs to humble herself a little bit because, and she's getting readed to filth all over the internet, especially on TikTok. And there's a lot of people, like real people, like lower-level POS people on shows, service workers, waitresses, who have really negative stories about her. And again, I just know my experience, and I was a host at The View. It was not nice. She was not nice, y'all. According to Meghan, Jillo turned up for her 10-minute interview with an entourage bigger than the president. And when the cameras were not rolling, she turned into an unpleasant guest. Don't be, and if you're going to be a lean into it, stop pretending like you're not a look. I have a bad Jillo story too. I mean, she came on The View many times as a guest, not my favorite. But don't pretend if you're going to be a bee. And Jennifer Lopez travels with more people than the president. I'm not kidding. And I do remember getting a lot of attention for this. But my favorite memory of Jillo is of this guy, whose whole job it was to hold up a mirror with lights so she could see into it while they were touching her up backstage. I remember thinking, poor guy, what a weird job. You know, he probably went to art school or something and had dreams of being a musician. He's like, I hold Jillo's light lit. But the thing that appears to have caused the biggest rift in Jillo's marriage. According to multiple reports, Jillo has an insatiable drive to be in a relationship. She has jumped right into relationships, falling hard and quickly each time, leaving no time for self-care or healing. Jill first married Noah in 1997, but their marriage lasted barely 11 months. In 1999, Jillo began dating Diddy, and their relationship was filled with turmoil as a result of Diddy cheating on Jillo. Eventually, their marriage ended. Things started early in 2001, and in September of that year, just months after splitting up with Diddy, Jill married Chris Judd. That marriage didn't last long, though, as the couple divorced in June of 2002. In November of that same year, Jill ended a relationship with Ben Official by incorporating him in a scene from her hit song